Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Nishit Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Stage set for the first phase of assembly polls to be held tomorrow in Gujarat. President Draupadi Murmu interacts with ASHA workers in Chandigarh. India witnesses a significant decline in the maternal mortality ratio in 2018-20. President to confer the National Sports Awards 2022 and the National Adventure Awards 2021 at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. 100 monuments across the country to be illuminated tomorrow on day one of the India's presidency of G20. In sports, rain stops play in the third and the final ODI between India and New Zealand at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. And in FIFA World Cup 2022, Tunisia to face France while Australia to lock horns with Denmark today. And now the news in detail. Stage has been set for the first phase of assembly polls to be held in Gujarat tomorrow. A total of 788 candidates are in the fray for 89 seats in the first phase. South Gujarat, Saurashtra and Kutch region will be covered tomorrow. Polling will start at 8 am and conclude at 5 pm. Nearly 2.4 crore voters are eligible to exercise their voting rights tomorrow. Polling parties with poll materials have reached the voting stations. All necessary security arrangements have been put in place to ensure peaceful polling in the state. Now we take you to Surat, where AIR correspondent Manas Pratim Sharma is covering the elections. Manas, what is the election situation there?
Nishit, all preparation has been made at Surat district to conduct peaceful polling tomorrow. As you said, polling will begin at 8 am and will conclude at 5 pm. There are 16 seats in entire Surat district. Out of 16, 12 seats are located at city area. In the last assembly polls, BJP got 14 seats out of 16. This time, most of the seats are likely to witness triangular contest amongst BJP, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress. Of course, there are several independent candidates also. To name a few seats where we can say all we have, eyes, these seats are, we can say, Olpar, Katargam, Baracha and Surat East constituencies. Back to you.
Thank you, Manas, for your inputs. On the concluding day of a two-day visit to Haryana, President Draupadi Murmu interacted with ASHA workers and girl students as well as women wrestlers, Olympians and other sportspersons in Chandigarh.
महिलाएं कमजोर नहीं है, इसीलिए महिलाओं को भी आगे आना चाहिए. महिला और पुरुष दोनों साथ चलने से ही देश आगे बढ़ेगा. इसीलिए किसी को कमजोर नहीं समझना है, दोनों को स्वागत करना है, दोनों को सपोर्ट करना है. मैं तो कहती हूँ तो महिलाओं को ज्यादा सपोर्ट करना चाहिए, ज्यादा से ज्यादा स्ट्रांग बनाना चाहिए. उनको कमजोर बना के उनको अकेला छोड़ देना नहीं चाहिए.
The President also attended the civic reception hosted in Arona by the Haryana government at Raj Bhavan last evening. Addressing the gathering, the President said that Haryana has been contributing immensely in the overall development of the country. India has witnessed a significant decline in the maternal mortality ratio, MMR, from 130 per lakh live births in 2014-16 to 97 per lakh live births in 2018-20. As per the special bulletin released by the Registrar General of India, the MMR has improved further by a spectacular 6 points and now stands at 97 per lakh live births. The MMR is defined as the number of maternal deaths during a given time period per 1 lakh live births. Upon achieving this, the country has accomplished the National Health Policy target for MMR of less than 100 per lakh live births and is on the right track to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal target of MMR less than 70 per lakh live births by 2030. The number of states which have achieved Sustainable Development Goal target has now risen from 6 to 8, leading with Kerala, followed by Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Reacting to the new milestone in MMR, Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia credited it to the various healthcare initiatives of the government to ensure quality maternal and reproductive care. Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnaw has said that the country has witnessed major development in technology over the last 8 years and is becoming a technology producer from being a technology consumer. Speaking at the Startup National Conclave in New Delhi, Mr. Vaishnaw said that there are 7,000 to 8,000 startups in the defense sector which are providing technological solutions at very cheaper rate. He informed that the country has become the second largest mobile phone manufacturer in the world. He said manufacturing is emerging as a major sunrise industry, and in every sector, be it automobile, defense, power, electronics, fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing is touching new heights. The Union Minister further informed that direct jobs in the electronics manufacturing have reached 25 to 30 lakh mark, which was earlier negligible before 8 to 9 years. Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, has started consultation to put in place a mechanism to display the name of the caller on the mobile phones to check pesky and fraud calls. It has released a consultation paper on introduction of the Calling Name Presentation CNAP facility in telecommunication network and sought inputs from the stakeholders. Currently, mobile apps including Truecaller and Bharat Caller ID provides such facility in which people can identify calling party names as well as spam calls which are not reliable enough. Earlier, the Department of Telecommunications had asked TRAI to provide its recommendation on CNAP. The department said that the introduction of CNAP facility in telecommunication networks aims at empowering subscribers to take an informed decision while receiving an incoming call and to reduce the harassment of subscribers from spam callers. People can send their comments on the CNAP paper by the 27th of next month and counter comments by the 10th of January next year. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m., brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Don't forget to tune in.
Welcome back. President Draupadi Murmu will confer the National Sports Awards 2022 and the National Adventure Awards 2021 to the awardees at a function at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. Table tennis player Sharat Kamal Achanta has been chosen for the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award for 2022. The National Sports Awards are given every year to recognize and reward excellence in sports. We have more details from our correspondent.
This year, Arjuna Award for Outstanding Performance in Sports and Games will be given to 25 sports persons. They include athletes Seema Punia and Eldhos Paul, shuttlers Lakshya Sen and H.S. Pranay, boxer Nikhat Jareen, hockey player Deep Grace Ikka, weightlifter Vikas Thakur, wrestlers Anshu and Sarita, and para-badminton player Tarun Dhillon. 5 coaches have been chosen for the Dronacharya Award in the regular category and 3 other coaches in the lifetime category. Aswani Akunji and Dharamveer Singh are among the 4 sports persons who have been chosen for Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports Games. 3 entities have been recommended for the Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puruskar. This year, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Trophy will be given to Guru Nanak Dev University of Amritsar. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
And now moving on to G20 in India news segment. As many as 100 monuments in the country will be lit up with the G20 logo tomorrow as India will formally take over the G20 presidency. The logo draws inspiration from the vibrant colors of India's national flag, saffron, white and green and blue. It juxtaposes planet Earth with the lotus, India's national flower that reflects growth amid challenges. The Earth reflects India's pro-planet approach to life, one in perfect harmony with nature. Below the G20 logo is Bharat written in the Devanagari script. The theme of India's G20 presidency is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. Essentially, the theme affirms the value of all life, human, animal, plant and microorganisms and their interconnectedness on the planet Earth and in the wider universe. Our correspondent reports that it will be a big opportunity for India as the country will get a global center stage. During the course of its presidency, India will be holding about 200 meetings in 32 different sectors in multiple locations across the country. President of Sri Lanka India Society, Mr. Kishore Reddy, has said that the Indian presidency of G20 is a great opportunity for the country's not represented in the forum. Speaking exclusively to our special correspondent, Mr. Reddy was confident that India will safeguard interests of countries like Sri Lanka also at the forum. A division bench of the Kerala High Court today dismissed a petition filed by a lawyer challenging the governor's action of withholding the bills passed by the State Legislative Assembly indefinitely. The bench, comprising Chief Justice S. Manikumar and Justice Shaji P. Chale, said that the court cannot fix a time frame for the governor to act upon the bills. The lawyer in his plea said that the several bills were pending before the governor for his assent for some time. He said the governor has neither given his assent nor did he send it back for reconsideration. The lawyer also pointed out that the governor has not acted upon other options of forwarding the bills for consideration of the President of India. NATO allies have promised to send equipments to restore Ukrainian power supply systems which were knocked out by Russian missile strikes. The allies also assured to boost the air defense system capabilities of Ukraine. Foreign ministers from the NATO alliance, including US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, began a two-day meeting in Bucharest yesterday, seeking to sustain Kyiv's military through a coming winter campaign. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Russian forces were attempting to advance in multiple regions. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Chief Jens Stoltenberg also said that the military alliance expects more missiles attacks on Ukraine.
Are providing unprecedented support to Ukraine, including by helping them to rebuild their gas and power infrastructure, and of course also continue to deliver air defense systems.
In FIFA World Cup 2022, today Tunisia will face France while Australia will lock horns with Denmark. Both matches will be played at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We have more from our sports correspondent.
Denmark are still paying the price for failing to score against Tunisia in their opening 0-0 draw. France will look to strike the right balance between resting players and keeping their World Cup momentum going when they take on Tunisia in their final Group D game. The defending champions qualified for the knockout round with a game to spare after a 4-1 win against Australia and a 2-1 win against Denmark. And a draw with Tunisia would guarantee them top spot. Qatar became the earliest nation to exit from the group stage of the FIFA World Cup in 92 years. The hosts were defeated by Netherlands by 0-2. England will next face Senegal in the round of 16. Wales finished in last place in the group and has been eliminated. In the Group B game, USA defeated Iran by 1-0. AIR News Sports Desk.
Rain has stopped play in the third and the final ODI game between India and New Zealand at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. New Zealand need 116 more to win of the remaining 32 over to win the game. Washington Sundar hit his maiden ODI 50. Adam Milne and Daryl Mitchell claimed 3 wickets each, while Tim Southee scalped 2. Shreyash Iyer scored 49 runs and the visiting team were bundled out for 219. New Zealand skipper Kane Williamson had won the toss and opted to bowl first against India. New Zealand lead the series 1-0. The third hockey test match between India and Australia is underway at the Midday Stadium, Adelaide. After facing 2 successive defeats, the Indian men's hockey team led by Harmanpreet Singh will look to clinch victory against world number 1. The Indian men's hockey team is likely to address its defensive woes and hoping to bounce back from back-to-back defeats in the 5-match series. This series is crucial for both the teams as it's a part of preparations for the World Cup in Odisha starting 13th of January. The Sensex and the Nifty today extended gains for the 7th session in a row to hit lifetime high level in the afternoon trade. Both indices logged modest gains amid positive cues from the global share markets. The Sensex was trading above 62,750 while the Nifty was trading above 18,650 points. The Sensex rose 81 points to trade at 62,763 and the Nifty also added 41 points to trade at 18,659. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Stage set for the first phase of assembly polls to be held tomorrow in Gujarat. President Draupadi Murmu interacts with ASHA workers in Chandigarh. India witnesses a significant decline in the maternal mortality ratio in 2018-20. President to confer the National Sports Awards 2022 and National Adventure Awards 2021 at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. 100 monuments across the country to be illuminated tomorrow on day 1 of India's presidency of G20. In sports, rain stops play in the third and the final ODI between India and New Zealand Hagley Oval in Christchurch. And in FIFA World Cup 2022, Tunisia to face France while Australia to lock horns with Denmark today. And with that, we end the Midday News.